So this one.
Also, the objective is sold already.
那不是已经找到了吗？这个 should be this one. Okay, got it. 这个吧。好 So last time we were at 4, number 4, right? So the offer you just put is townhouse. You just put townhouse or single house?
My client,
Townhouse. Different one.
my client, they put the offer first time is the townhouse.
Townhouse.
But yesterday, they put the offer again. It's a detached house.
Detached house.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's this is a purchase contract detached house. So Janice just go through. Okay. Last time we were at 3M, right? Am I right?
Yes.
So we'll go with 4.1. Yeah. So who want to read it? 4.1.
The seller and buyer agreed upon 4.2.
So understand 4.2 through 4.8. So that's mean the all four so 4 deposit we have found 4.1 to 4.9. So they agree with 4.2 to 4.8. So continue, Eric, can you continue reading? 4.2 found 4.2. Yeah.
The seller and buyer appoint as trustee for the deposit.
Okay. Normally, who will be the trustee? Okay.
Lawyer. The lawyer.
Run. Lawyer can do,
Lawyer
but
can.
normally not lawyer. Listing agent. Yeah, listing agent. She's right. So at 4.2, we'll put for if this case is our company as listing agent, then we'll put top producer realty. If any other company, Remax, at this time
The
here,
brokerage is trust.
yes, listing agents brokerage. That's most of the chance. But if there's no, if the listing brokerage, some brokerage, not many, they are really small. They don't have trust account. They choose to be no trust account. Then at this time, you should choose a lawyer. And some buyer agent, like for example, if sellers for sale by owner, or they are like near post on the MLS, that's mean they don't have agent, they don't have brokerage, they represent themselves. At this time, we don't want to put as his lawyer because it's not safe. We want to put buyer agents if we represent buyer. So this is the key point. But sometimes we seller and buyer don't go through realtor company, but they ask us prepare a contract for them. At this time, we appoint a lawyer. So if there's a
So which lawyer, the buyers or the seller?
if it's a buyer, if you're a buyer, you feel safer to put on your own lawyer. But seller will tell you I want to put in my lawyer because release money. So the reason we want to put at the listing agent, listing brokerage, because listing agents brokerage can hold the deposit money for the commission first, and so your commission will be protected.
This need means the sellers.
Sellers
Yeah,
say, yeah. So if there's any issue arguing, they will pay, involved, there's all, like, for example, this deal is all, we all match, nothing wrong with the realtor. Owner purely buyer or seller regrets, then those deposits will be forfeit. And then the brokerage can pay lawyer, pay realtor first, use the deposit money.
Right.
That's why it's important you want to choose who will be the trustee to protect. And also the 4.3, Eric, can you continue? 4.3.
Sure.
Oh, Sean. Oh, it's always, maybe you have a twin brother, find it. I don't know, I always call you Eric for 2 months. Sorry.
The buyer will pay a deposit of this amount, which
So at 4.2, normally just put sellers. I don't need to put a name, but at the 4.3, we put the name. So 4.3, no, normally what kind of, depends on house price, right? But we, for realtors, self calculation, we want to cover commission first. Like for donation amount, you want your deposit over, because otherwise, anything happen, you won't get your full commission. But that's not from seller or buyer's point of view. From their mind, of course, buyer want to put as few as possible, want to put more, as many as possible to feel safe. So, but for realtor, the calculation is at least cover your commission.
so what's the ratio of commission?
We can, for when you talk to customer, you cannot say it's fixed, because you can be we calculate both sides. The first 100,000 is 7%, and the rest, so plus 7,000, 100, yeah, 19,000. So for the deposit, you want 20,000 for 500,000 house. But normally, your buyer don't want to put that many at the beginning. So that's how we come with 4.4 additional deposit. So you can say we put 10,000 first, another 10,000 after condition removed. Make it more accessible. But half. Some people prefer, and if we remove condition, another 15 is negotiable. If there's any arguing, only it's after firm sale. You won't say during condition they don't want to buy. You say, oh, I will take your deposit. You can't. Deposit must be returned if they didn't remove condition and additional. But for nowadays, for competing situation, you want for more. So if it's competing offer, people will put 30,000, 50,000, tell them, don't worry, I have money. So you can be over the percentage. So we don't have a fixed number, say 10,000. Because if you are buying $1 million home, then that's not enough, right?
Last time someone put 100,000 deposit, so they win the offer.
The deposit won't,
sellers.
Yes, the reason is although you are serious, you put high amount of deposit, you have lots of cash in hand if it's competing. Okay. Yeah, so no question. On or before, normally we put for deposit, we want to put in within 3 business days. That for 4.3, because that's the regulation. For all our trust money, if you over 372 hours, this contract can be void. So if your buyer got the offer and they didn't send in the deposit past 3 days, your contract doesn't work. That it became void. So you must, as an agent, buyer agent, you must confirm the deposit delivery by 72 hours. So you put here at 4 point, how much amount? Like let's say we'll put 10,000 first, on or before. You need to put a date. If you finish accept the offer last night, May 6th, your latest date to put the deposit is May 9. Yeah, business out May 9. We don't say 9. We normally put before the bank close. So by
The business days.
business day and
not
also deposit into trust account, you need to leave time for listing agent brokerage. So before all time, we deliver check. Nowadays, it's more direct deposit. So we can ask buyer go to bank, direct deposit, just show you the proof you send the deposit, but it have to be before 72 hours because we as trust account, if we pass 72 hours, we need to sign amendment. If your client say, sorry, they delay, they couldn't send in within the day we put it here, you have to both parties sign a contract amendment, say we extend the deposit date to 1 more day, 2 more day, but no more longer because that's the trust account rule. Okay, so
So the 72 hours doesn't include weekend.
no.
So if it's a Friday night.
So if it's Friday night, you counting from Monday.
Monday.
But before, as a listing agent, I don't want to change my listing to pending if it's I didn't receive the deposit because some buyer will cold feet after they get over and say, oh, maybe we pay too high. Then they change mind. They void their check. They take all the money away. So even when we deposit the check, we found out there's no money. There's a bounce. Normally, there's a penalty for bounce check. But right now, because we do
How
direct
much
deposit,
is penalty?
depends on the bank. Bank will charge 50, 80. I mean, some realtor company will say if you bounce check, we charge you 50 or 80.
$80?
Different. It depends on your bank, how much they charge our trust account, and then the company will do the process, we will charge you. But we don't even discuss with our convincing because nowadays we ask people direct deposit. Direct deposit is better, or bank draft. She mentioned we need to put bank draft. So this is
secure.
yeah, that's secure, so no bounce. But how do they bounce? They didn't even deliver the check.
So the method of payment can be multiple options.
Yeah, but most brokerage now don't accept a personal check. Before, long time ago, we still accept personal check. Now we want bank draft or certified check or direct deposit.
Can we put all 3 options?
You could,
Uh,
or you just say, yeah, I mean,
How do we get the sign on this one, the digital sign or the real sign?
because Charles teach you so many times.
No, but
Web phone,
there's a software, I know that.
yeah, you sign there.
But we send the link to the customer like that?
Mhm. Yeah, then they can digital sign.
I
No,
basically know everything. The link, these
yeah,
are the basic information.
I still need to go through one by one. Don't jump to teach you how to sign contract
Okay.
because that one's Charles will teach you. Okay. Okay, so let's go to 4.4, the additional deposit. So normally additional deposit we will put after firm sale. So we will put the by on or before which day. That would be the condition day and give another 3 business day. So for example, if your put the offer yesterday and you say your condition day is May 17, Friday. So you will need to deliver second deposit by May 22nd. Okay?
So what's the conditional offer? Is it
Normally we put condition, later on we will go with condition. We will put the home inspection, financial, or people have some other kind. We will talk about that when we go to the condition part. Okay, so let's go, Sean. Continue read the 4.5.
4.5? If the buyer fails to pay a deposit by the.
So that's the one I mentioned, the
Yeah,
3 business days, yeah.
then the seller may void this contract and the seller's option but expired. Seller's option expired when the seller accepted. So 4.6, the trustee will deposit all deposits into a trust.
Okay. 3 business days after we receive. Normally we put the date also within 3 business days.
4.7, interest on deposit will not pay.
Yeah, in the early time, we will put, say, the deposit paid to the buyer. If the amount is big, like you mentioned, like 100,000, and if they are possession after 3 months, you can cross this line 4.7. Actually, the contract you can change. It doesn't mean you have to follow, but this is just majority way. Okay, if your buyer say, okay, since I put so many deposit and my possession day is very late, I want my interest because 10 deposit right now is 5%, really high. You can cross that initial, and you can put interest, deposit interest will pay to buyer. Then you need to put the buyer SIN number. Depends on the market, okay? If you're competing, they don't take you over because you want the interest. It's a lot of trouble because if it's 3 months, not much money, and you need to give SIN number and you need to report on the tax. So most people will give up. So that's a kind of default as a standard, but it doesn't mean you can't. If your buyer do want to ask for the deposit, if it's a huge amount, and if the interest, where it go, it won't go to seller, it won't go to buyer, it won't go to the brokerage, it will go to a foundation, real estate board education foundation. That's a rule. So even our trust account, all our interest will pay to foundation. We don't collect the interest. Yeah. Okay, the deposit will hold in trust. Okay, Sean, can you?
Deposit will be held in trust for both seller and buyer, provided funds are confirmed. Deposit will be dispersed without prior notice as follows. The buyers, after the contract is not satisfied or waived, in accordance with the buyers want this contract for the seller's failure to provide the
Our
downward
concept.
concept and an acknowledgement of another form in accordance with Cloud 4.7.1. The seller voids this contract for the buyer's failure to pay a deposit, or the seller fails to perform this contract. To the seller, if this contract is accepted and all conditions are satisfied or waived, buyer fails to perform this contract, or C, applied against the fee owned by the seller by paying directly out of the trust to the brokerage. With any excess amount paid in trust to the seller's lawyer no later than 3 business days prior to the completion date. B means the amount trusted to a real estate brokerage under.
Okay, so when you have a contract, when the conditional sold, it doesn't mean you're sold. So before my manager said, don't celebrate too early. Or even don't celebrate after friend sale, celebrate after possession, because anything can happen. It happened to me one time, my client did remove condition and I pay home inspection fee for him, but he couldn't pay the down payment. So the house back on market and his deposit 50,000 forfeit to the seller, and so I didn't get commission and I paid the home inspection. And I feel he lost 50,000. I feel bad, so I didn't ask my money back. Okay, so
50,000?
yeah, at that time he put 50,000, but he couldn't close it. So what kind of situation not close? The first one is most, we see that most of majority, 90% is buyer didn't remove condition. If you put 8.4 later on, we will talk about that. If you put condition, then the condition have to be the third party, not you change mind. So the third party is a bank don't lend you money, or home inspection, that's a structural issue. There's not cosmetic issue. You don't want to buy it. But for home inspection, before we have a dollar amount, you have to pass how much money. You can say no. But now, and then later on it changed. As long as the buyer don't want to remove, they can decide. So it doesn't have to be big problem or structural problem. Like if after home inspection, you decide don't want it, you don't even need to give a reason. You just say, I'm not satisfied with home inspection. So home inspection is very tricky too, but you better do home inspection if you don't want to remove. And financing is a major issue if the buyer didn't get approval. Yeah. And the third thing will be some buyer will put other condition like subject to family member view the house. That's the case if they are out of town. But that
Can you put that in condition?
that could be a condition because they couldn't view the house. But seller don't like this kind of condition because you got 50% to not satisfy, half. Okay, this is for single house. So most of the time is financing home inspection. But some people will put one more is like subject to lawyer or professional advice. That part is kind of tricky too. So really depends on if you want it's whose market. If it's seller market, you put less condition, the better chance. But don't try no home inspection too often because you can have trouble. So for your buyer to suggest them put home inspection. Yeah. Myself, my own house, I never.
That means better put home
You
inspection.
better put home inspection to protect yourself, your liability, because buyer pay for the home inspection, and any trouble they found out they don't like it, they won't blame you. Yeah, because some hidden problem you cannot see. Okay, so suggest them for home inspection to be safe, but if you are experienced and if it's competing, if you kind of think the house has no trouble, no problem, lots of people will try less condition to get the deal, like last year and this year's market. So you decide. But if you're a new realtor, you don't have confidence on yourself, the experience, don't keep say, oh, don't put any condition, because they can come back and say, you suggest if they move in and find out some trouble, hidden trouble, right?
Last time I suggest my can't put the home inspection. They don't want to put it.
But this year market,
Yeah.
if you put home
It's
inspection,
really dangerous.
you may not get it.
Yeah.
But depends on the house though. If it's really new and if it's owner occupied,
Like how old, like 5 years?
depends on everybody's tolerance.
Yeah.
Like me, if it's 100 years old, I don't do home inspection because I know it's land value. So really depends on its land value or its house value, right? Yeah, but anyway, for us to protect ourselves, we will try to put home inspection and financial in to let them have a time to so if they couldn't remove any of the condition, it will back on market and the deposit must return. So under those cases, it means your deposit need to return. Second one is the one I say, a dower right. If seller, last time we mentioned about our right, If
Mhm.
seller didn't provide a dowry right, that's the case on land title, only one name. And husband, wife didn't agree, didn't sign dowry consent. And you cannot provide it, and then deposit return. So after you put the offer, you need to check not after, before you put the offer, you need to check the land title. If you only see one name alone, then you need to ask the other party, do you have a dowry right consent? Then they will tell you there's no dowry right, they don't need it. What kind of case they don't need it? Maybe this person always single.
Yeah.
Not married. Second is, this is, yeah, maybe their husband or they never live here. If they've been stay there, there's a dowry right.
I mean, you don't know if they did.
You need to ask.
Yeah, I mean, it's all.
If you are listing agent, if you see one name on the title, next question, is there dowry right consent? They will tell you the case.
They can lie.
They can lie, but that's trouble.
Oh,
Maybe their husband come back say, no, I never agreed to sell it.
The buyer is more trouble or the seller.
Seller, the money need to return, you cannot sell without dowry right.
I mean, but they don't lose any.
But he will sign, right?
Hmm?
He will sign, he will be responsible for his
If you
actions.
sign, then you can sell. Yeah, there's a dowry right consent. We mentioned,
No, like if the husband's only name on the land title.
if
and
two people on the title, then no dowry right.
No, right, like on the land title, on the husband's name.
Mhm.
And,
Most of the time it's husband's name, yeah.
yeah, and we sign this agreement. And he says, I don't have a dowry right, but he
Mhm.
will click on it, right?
No, you need to ask the listing agent.
Okay.
You are the buyer agent, where this is purchase contract, so we represent buyer. It's your job to ask them, do you have a dowry right? If you didn't ask, they didn't mention, you end on your working in vain, right? You didn't, this deal can be forfeit. You need to return. If you don't, you're not professional enough, you didn't avoid this thing, you will end up your buyer feel sad. They couldn't buy it, right? And they say, okay, we do so many things and then we end up we couldn't buy it. They can blame you.
That means if we ask for the dowry consent, but
So
they finally,
Whenever you put the offer, what we mentioned, we ask for land title first. And the land title, if you see only one name, then you next step, you ask, is there a dowry right consent? Then they will provide to you, or they tell you, we don't have dowry right. Then two case, one is the other party doesn't know their self. The second case is there's nothing with dowry right, because somebody they always single, they never married, so one person on the title is fine.
And for in Canada, marriage is only between two parties. Could be 31 people.
You mean 3 people married together? I don't know.
I know some countries have that. I'm not
We
sure about
don't,
Canada.
we cannot have 2 wives.
Yeah,
Is that your question?
yeah, I mean.
Your country has many wives, right?
Yeah.
so,
How many wives you got?
so if we ask for the dowry right and the seller agent reply, they doesn't apply, that means.
Doesn't apply,
it's-
that
it's-
mean no
it's
need.
fine.
If they say doesn't apply, that means they don't need.
But if
dowry
finally
right.
they
In
can
Netherlands,
deny,
they
deny,
allow
if
5
finally
wives.
deny. how
They
is it?
won't. I mean,
That's
listing
not
agent don't
sure.
want to do thing event
Right,
because
right.
both party won't get commission.
Maybe the seller tricky.
Seller tricky at the end, they cannot sell because if this person, my husband has an affair, want to sell the house without that the wife know, the dowry right is to stop this. They want to protect the other party. Yeah. So if you don't follow that, you're helping the guy sell their house without follow the rule, right? Then you cannot sell. Okay. To the seller, if this contract accept all conditions satisfied or waive, and the buyer fails to perform this contract. If the buyer failed to, are we here?
No, it's a 3.
Okay, sorry, here.
The seller void discounted the buyer's
Because the buyer didn't pay deposit, it happened actually quite often too. It's not like, yeah, cold feet. Lots of people buy the house, get the deal, competing 10 times, 20 times, finally get it. After sleep, they change mind. It happened to my listing all the time, yeah.
My customers.
Yeah, so it's, you need to, you don't, so I say don't celebrate too early. Okay? It's happened, they can just go get remove all the money from the bank. So the check doesn't work, but now we all want certified check. So they have 3 days, 72 hours. They can change mind within 3 days. There's no check show up, no. So you have to follow. If your buyer pay the deposit, you don't just send the deal and trust company didn't never receive the deposit, then this deal void. Okay.
So back to, I have a question about the home inspection. At which point the buyer should
Book home inspection.
Yeah.
Normally, if you represent your buyer, you want to wait for their mortgage proof first. You won't do a home inspection at the first day and then financing didn't approve. They are wasting their money.
I mean, should they do before the deposit?
After, of course.
Yeah, that's one thing.
Okay,
Otherwise-
deposit is the first stage. If no deposit, you don't say it's conditional sold. But now we change to pending because the real estate board force us have to change it right away. But we still happen change to pending and no deposit and back to market. Yeah,
So if they found something wrong in the home inspection, they can.
that's
They have the
conditional
right-
sold. Yeah, but during condition, normally condition, what's the reasonable time? 10 business days, a reasonable time
So that's the time for them to do the inspection.
to do the, mainly for financial, because the financing bank need time to qualify. Home inspection normally 1 day. But we don't want to do home inspection too early because what happens if your buyer didn't qualify? So we want them qualify first and we book home inspection.
So we want the mortgage to approve it.
Yes, as a buyer agent, you want to save their money.
Right.
So they qualify, then you book. So you give yourself 10 business day. Normally, if they can be qualified within 1 week, then you have time to book home inspection. If home inspector is really, really busy, then you better book it earlier. Then you better book it earlier, yeah. Because home inspector might be busy and you cannot come back and tell seller, can you extend the condition date? Because we can't find any home inspector. They say, no way. So you can book it earlier, but book a later date. Understand? Yeah. 所以我们在 4.8 哈。
But if the condition cannot be removed and the deposit has been paid, so
Deposit
how
will be
many
returned.
days the deposit will be returned?
Depends on the brokerage. If our brokerage, we are normally very quick because we're not big and our convincing is really good.
3 days or 7 days, 10 days?
No certain days. Some brokerages, they are really lousy and you might wait for 2 weeks. And that's buyer agent will keep following. Where's my client's deposit? Yeah.
I mean, 2 weeks maybe the maximum.
There's no we didn't say this day because depends on the brokerage. But it normally won't be that long. When it's back on the market, you send a non-waiver, and then I will say normally within 3 to 5 days, the deposit will be returned if it's a good company, organized company. So deal with, sometimes we check the company. We don't want to deal with a really lousy company too. You might wait for long to get your customer deposit back. Okay. That's one. Seller fails to perform this contract. Okay.
If that include the home inspection bill.
No, this is a seller, not a buyer. So seller fails to perform this contract will happen at this year kind of market. After they sell, everything match, everything signed, seller feel they sell too low, change mind.
But even they put the deposit, they can change the
Buyers,
the sales.
you can change mind, but buyer can go to the court to sue you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if seller just decide, no, I don't want it, but buyer, it happened to my case too. Yeah, I mean, everything happened to me. It
It
happened to me, my listing, I decorate, I staging, and one night we put on the market, second morning it's burned. The neighbor on fire and burned to my listing. So happened to me all the time. But this one happened to me in what kind of case? In that time is in Camel. My buyer is from Toronto. My seller sales sign change mind. They say they can say no, we don't want to take possession. We don't want to go to. They keep delay and, but these buyers they're fighting. They hire lawyer already, and at the end the seller be forced to sign with their lawyer at the last minutes. But during that period of time, I'm so frustrated and don't know what happened because seller they just change mind. They just, oh, my wife loves this house. They don't want to sell now. But the buyer say, I'm not just let it go.
So the buyer,
Utilize
the
on
buyer
it.
won't.
Yeah,
So does
the buyer
seller-
won't because
the
they
seller has to pay like lawyer fee or.
we let it go because we end up force them sign the paperwork till last day. They hold till the possession date.
But the buyers hire the lawyer.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
seller to cover.
Yeah. No, I mean, the buyer just say they heard, but yeah, they didn't, they act strong like they don't give up. So, but, yeah, because the price go up so much. So it happened, seller changed my, normally they think they sell too low.
Oh,
And they,
that means-
sometimes they would rather pay the legal, the fee.
Lawsuit.
Or they give you the street party suddenly pass away. It happened to me too. We are the buyer. Yes, the seller after first sale, the wife passed away. But it's not they don't want to sell, so we need to amend to wait till they deal with those.
Did you amend the contract?
Yeah, we amend the contract. And another case, my seller on the possession, the day before possession day, buyer go check the house. The whole house flooding in the water. Poly B. Understand poly B pipe? They are saying that case is everything's good, home inspection done, house is vacant. My seller's in Seattle. So during showing, during selling, we always people go inside, so it's fine. It's because if anything happen, we know. But that time is after fund sale, before possession, so nobody go and check the house. And the poly just, the whole house in the water, flooding. So my seller failed to perform this contract. And what happened is that time is me and the other agent, we just panic. And our lawyer on the possession, they received our phone call say, sorry, we cannot close it. Yeah, and my seller lost the whole thing because the insurance company, they say if your house is vacant more than 3 days, nobody inside the house, check your house, they won't cover. So the whole,
3 days is so. Just 3 days?
because if you,
How to prove that someone when they check?
you have to, the proof way is that you have to, if you're out of town seller,
As a
You have-
friend,
like if we are selling, we're open house, we know we have a century lock showing time to put, we have people in and out, in and out. But that time is after fund sale, before possession, nobody in. It's easy to prove.
So yeah, I mean, based on that experience, so in the future.
Yeah.
so if the house is vacant.
Mhm.
We need to send someone to check it.
I always tell my client, I don't go by myself. You don't want to put yourself on this position.
Suggest-
I suggest them as your friend or your neighbor, check your house every day. Otherwise, insurance company will cover.
so you
And
will-
how to
you
prove-
will- you will reckon.
You know what, during the COVID, insurance companies really worry about our Airbnb because the most Airbnb is vacant, no funds. So they want us take a photo, show we are inside, checking the house with a date and send to insurance agent.
Every day.
I no need every day, but every 3 days. That's
But there's a vacant permit.
Um,
PM
If it's vacant, you need to tell advise your insurance company, change to vacant insurance. Some insurance company, they will change it, it will be a lot higher, some they refuse. So they don't want cover vacant house. So if your solar, but your solar is vacant, right now, my way, after this happened to me, I always advise my client, turn off the main faucet. Don't leave it on, especially winter time. So I told every vacant solar, turn it off and keep your heat minimum 15 degree. Don't lower than 15. These are two things I will always say. And don't say that on phone, text, email to protect yourself, because it's all happened to me. This one, I do tell them you have to have your neighbor check it. They didn't. So they couldn't blame me. Another one also is in winter time. I saw the house is vacant. I told them you have to keep the temperature minimum 15. The husband didn't listen to me. He put 10. It's broke. The pipe broke. Yeah, the whole basement flooding. They pay 40, 50,000 to restore. And the wife that's her job, is just do the insurance coverage. So the first one, the wife blamed me. Why you didn't? You are our agent. Why you didn't do your job? I sent her the text. I told your husband, keep it 15. He didn't follow my suggest. So I protect myself too. And then the wife told me, you're really good. And she became my long-term customer. And she said, okay, from now on, don't talk to my husband. He'd be fired. So I do those things by text to protect myself. So I have these two cases because I did give them suggestion, they didn't follow and happen.
So that's only for the
Vacant.
vacant house.
Mhm.
It's not for example, I went out for vacation. But I heard everything is,
If a vacation over 3 days, still suggested.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but
Even the
because that's the
policy-
insurance policy.
Oh, it's just. for
If
that.
insurance policy don't want you be vacant over 3 days.
Yeah,
Vacant
last
is
time I
okay.
heard that is around 1 month.
Yeah, many people
No,
went out.
That's young people.
Many people went out for longer than that. And they never.
So we send out all the emails, suggest customer, if you are away longer than how long in winter time, turn off your water faucet. Even longer, let all the hot water tank off. Mhm. Okay, yeah. Okay, where are we? Okay, so the seller fails to perform this contract, those cases I all mentioned, right? One is market go too high, they feel they sold too low. One is the house cannot be positioned due to maybe not their decision, yeah, but and my customer only we sell to the same buyer, but land value. So we rewrite a new contract, that case. Because that buyer still want the house, but they got a really good deal, they only pay land value, yeah. Okay. 你们两个王不见王，然后就过。Okay, I need also now it's 3, so maybe I'll finish the 4.9, then we're done. Okay. Apply. Okay, you continue.
So if this contract is accepted and success.
Yeah, buyers fail is like I mentioned, then their deposit will be taken away. Okay, if sellers fail, maybe not. We don't know. But buyer deposits hold it in the listing contracts, right? So that's buyer why they are fails. It's mainly they don't have down payment, or they think they can get the mortgage, but they didn't get a mortgage. So if they remove condition, then their deposit come.
C applied against the fee. So.
Speak louder.
Hmm?
Speak louder. No, you
Oh, sorry,
speak loud.
you couldn't hear.
I can read. I can read easily, but
Apply against the fee owed by the seller by payment directly out of trust to the brokerage. What happened is like, remember I mentioned deposit amount? If your buyer only put 5,000 and not even cover the commission, at this time with the fee owed by the seller, because they don't even can cover. Or what kind of case is seller's mortgage is higher than the price they sell. If the market go down, for example, I'm selling 500,000, but probably I have 490,000 mortgage. That case is maybe seller only put 5% down payment, or maybe the market go down too much. Like originally they pay 700,000 and they can only sell 500,000. So if their mortgage is higher than the sold price alone, so normally for as listing a brokerage, we didn't do that now, but we want to see if the land title, if you see a land title, there's say mortgage how much, right? CIBC how much. If you feel the sold price, the asking price is really close to the mortgage amount, you need to be careful because the seller can sell the house but no money to pay you.
So you don't have enough money to pay that.
Yeah. So, but seller, if it's a good normal people, even they need to take from their pocket, they will still pay. Otherwise, they'll get the lawsuit, right? But as a listing agent, you also want to watch out if your seller losing money. They really maybe no money to pay you. Do you want listing their house? Protect yourself by checking the land title. Okay. Yeah. If they are losing 100,000, 200,000, they sell the house and leave.
but right now nobody's losing, right? This market condition.
This market, no, but like the
Maybe in future.
no, like since 2020, our Alberta, our price dropped for long since 2014.
Drop.
The oil price.
From 2014 till 2022, 21. Solar, the house price drop, especially if you're buying condo, the old condo. Yeah, you're losing money. But most Chinese, I mean, most Asian, it's fine because we're paying really high down payment. We're paying 35%,
Oh,
25, 20, 35, and new
That's how-
immigrant.
that's how normal Chinese people, that's what they pay.
Yeah, because we're new immigrants, so bank, you don't have credit, so bank wants you pay 35% because they know 35 is a safe number. Your mortgage won't be higher than your selling price. But if it's crash, it
How
could
much is
happen.
the dollar difference, 5?
What do you find?
About that?
Currency.
Okay,
How is 50 times?
so yeah, so today we'll go through all the item 4. We can continue next week. Yeah, 4.9. Okay, let's do the last one.
Disbursement from deposit as agreed. The not prevent the seller or buyer from asserting remedies.
So that anything you can still say, I'm going to court. So it doesn't mean if you're inside here, you have to let it sell. I mean, the contract is void, but you can still go to court to claim your loss. So that will be 12. We'll talk about that later. Remedy, you can ask for remedy. Yeah. Continue next week. Yeah. 那等一下，I go to action. I think I have my next appointment 3:30. So.
Dr. Sharma,
Not too bad. So,
how's your day? Like weekend?
I have to work.
You
I work the restaurant.
own the restaurant, right? How's your that dairy business? Like,
It's up.
It's up and down.
Today it's pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's so windy.
It's so windy in the grand.
It is very windy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and day after tomorrow is like, tomorrow will be bad.
Well,
On Friday is fine.
It's a message. Okay, I'll see.